September 26, 2025. You know, I hope, Agent John, I hope you do the right thing. I have done video after video. They sold the recorded line. Do you know how many people have showed up and admitted that they listened to what you said on the recorded line? They sold the case. M13 is live streaming protected custody cases, hacked into them. It was on Google, where they said within the first 2 months of the case, Will found a different way of making money off the case. He's selling the login for $25 a pop. It went viral. I can go in different states, and they know the case. Once it's on the internet, it goes worldwide, by the way. You know, it's not funny. And when you think about everything, how not funny this is. I call the hotline, report threats and attempts on my life, have witnesses. Give the hotline witnesses. Okay? Crying my eyes out. We'll have an agent call you back. Next morning, the phone's ringing. I let it go to voicemail. They have me so drugged up, I can't wake up all the way. Rivers of tears running down my face, kept wiping them. Couldn't wake up. Later on, I wake up, and I'm so drugged up I can't stand up all the way. Bent over, holding on to the wall to get to the bathroom, get to the refrigerator, got something to drink, got back in bed. Listen, voicemail, this is Agent da-da-da, call me back. I can't. Okay? Second day, not much better. Third day, made myself get up. Holding my head, I feel drunk. And I don't drink. What is wrong with me? Got enough air in my face? Called one of my witnesses. Said she'd witness for me. Went out and bought a card. And put your number in it. Made an excuse to drop it off at the mall. Went up to Apostolic Church of Bremerton. You're up there telling on me. Paul Paymer gets in Dave's face. My God, I had an FBI agent in my office. He's right there and he's pointing over. I walk off. Women walk up. He knows she's being drugged, being raped, and he said he didn't care. Covered in bruises, lost 18 pounds, severely infected, been blaming the well water. My heart is sinking down in my stomach. I go in and sit down. They follow me. They sit behind me. He said he knows she's being drugged, beaten, raped, and he said he didn't care. Then, strangest lie, called me a faker when it was a medication error. Almost killed me. Medical malpractice. Okay? And if she was going to be mean to their women, he was going to turn her back over to him. I already told the hotline I had nothing to do with those people. Had no contact with them. Didn't go to church with them for years. So you knew that was a lie. The only reason I knew it was them is they were, one of their church women was bragging in the mall that it was their church trying to kill me. To 3 people. Okay? That it was them. Okay? Dave comes in, let's go. You even told him you were going to turn me back over to him. That you were going to defraud me. What's your plan? See, that's what they're using against you. Dave comes in, let's go. We get out in the truck. You called the FBI on me? I'd kill you myself. And he punches me and hits me in the truck. Goes for a loaded gun and put my hand on the console. And went back to punch me. Almost jumped out on the highway. Ran from when I got home. Next morning, rivers of tears. Everyone knows. I call you. I tell you. Someone told on me. You liar. I tell him about the guy that threatened to knife me at Giant Eagle. Calls me a liar, starts screaming about a camera above the bench. I don't know. Just try to stay alive that day. Get away from him. Fear God. I almost passed out when he threatened to knife me. Had to catch my breath. Turning my car in front of the bank. Got in front of someone. Start screaming about a camera above the bench. If I didn't know you were going to arrest me and all this other stuff. And I said, well, he tried to kidnap me before. And before I could say, Terry Coberly seen him. He said, oh, come on now. Even if a church person seen him, they'd never verify it. Well, she did. She did. And I've met with that family in my office. The one, her father murdered her kid. Vehicular homicide, speeding, ran a stop sign into a semi, killed them both. The one, her father killed her kid. Those people. The ones that told Officer John they got out of him March 27, 25. They were only lying that it offended him. It had nothing to do with him. Her father killed her kid. They just lied so people would help out the liars. Yeah, you had those in your office. And all the church people, and you knew they were trying to kill me. Because Strange made up a lie, called me a faker when it was a medication error. I said I really was sick. You liar. Was there a camera above that bench or not? I don't know. So you're lying, I'll put you in jail. Da-da-da-da-da. Start screaming at me. It's like, fine, whatever. And then laughed at me. Now, what did you confess? The church people knew I called the FBI. They were in an FBI office. God of heaven. Knew they were trying to kill me. Conspiracy and attempt to murder is federal crimes. Why didn't you arrest them? Then you said, I want you to say you're faking you were sick before. I almost died from medical malpractice. I said I really was sick before. Oh, come on now. I've met with that family in my office that lost their kid in a traffic accident. I had nothing to do with. Their father killed their kid. And all those church people. And I know they're trying to kill you, and you say, strangest lie, call me a faker. And I said I really was sick before. You need to realize what you've done, and I don't blame him for trying to kill you. He actually said that. Like a investigator said, I almost fell out of my chair when I listened to the recorder line. He actually talks to her like that. And what did you confess again? Church people were in an FBI office. They already knew I called the FBI. You knew they were trying to kill me. And you were aiding and abetting crimes. That's what you said on a recorded line. I said I really was sick before. You say you were faking or I'll leave you there, but they'll kill me. So they've tried to kill me. So say it or I'll leave you there. Please don't let them kill me. Say it or I'll leave you there. It's like, fine, just don't let them kill me. Why would the FBI help a person like you? Well, they're going to try to kill me. So they've tried to kill me. So give me a real reason. The other agent says, well, we could always use Pete's tape of Weird With Yourself, the shower scene in the other room. There, I found out is some guy Dave hired on his own I've never met. To run a drug scam on me? You mean that guy? That was having me beat and raped and drugged up with hypnotic drugs and drugged or told to say stuff so you're sleepwalking? That guy? And photoshopped my head on some other woman's body showering? That's why nobody knew? And his own personal dirty stocking tapes and his own personal drug scam? That guy? You arrested him, right? The one that they sold kiddie porn? On my grandkids going potty? You arrested him, right? No, you made fun of the victim. I don't even know who he is today. I said, what are you talking about? Stop. She don't know. Says something else about him. Never met him. So it has to be where I took a drink out of a drink and the room went dizzy and black. Or an injection mark. Because I've never talked to him. And he's laughing at me. Stop. She don't know. Give me a real reason. And then, or he said, I bet you're going to say you don't know anything about this doctor. Never heard of him. He said, she doesn't know. And he starts laughing. Well, you know, Michelle told Officer John March 27th, 25, after 1 o'clock in the morning or after midnight, he was outside my clients, that he broke up with Michelle, that doctor from before was never one of hers. He worked for them, and they lied he was one of mine. She actually don't know who he is. She don't know. It's a scam. I had some other lady use my insurance, found out he had even got it out of Dave. It was a girlfriend from before me. Made him marry me to get a job at my dad's factory so she could use the free insurance. All those medical bills and insurance fraud was all Dave's one other girlfriend's. So I figured maybe it was one of hers. Because I got stuck. Half of my medical records are hers. No, here it's just a scam. And I said, what are you talking about? I don't even know who you're talking about. Stop, she don't know. Give me a real reason. Tell you about my brother-in-law, Craig, that died working for a government under Dick Cheney. He said, first of all, have you talked to any law enforcement about threats on your life? I said, the only 2 officers I've ever talked to were August 8 of 18, midnight, came out lighting the outside security system. They were silly. They said it looked like an alien orb, angry spirit, told me to buy a dog and let a dog handle it, and they don't want bothered. You're kidding, right? I said, no. I have never even had my neighbors in my home. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that what's going on? I said, I've only had family and repair guys in my home, and those 2 silly officers. I've never even had neighbors in my home. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that what's going on? Do you know if Dave's cheating? I said, well, I think he is, but I've never caught him. December 9th, 18, Dave verifies I never caught him. You're laughing at me. Stop, you don't know. Why is that funny? Huh? Confessed to a lot there. Why didn't you arrest him? He said, I could take you somewhere and leave you with no money. I don't have money to start. If you agree to get information on Dave and the churches, I can open an informant program. I said, I can do that. Comes with $5,000 a month. He said, I'm opening an account today. You'll have a life of peace as an informant. Nothing legally stated, dated against you again, and only for you would we do this for. We'll always put it back as if it never happened. You can't be legally charged for anything again for working this case. Admit to no wrongdoing, and I'll take care of everything in the end. But if you try to tell someone, I'll tell people you're crazy. The FBI won't help you. But if you need help and you can't get a hold of me, the chief of police of Canton is my best friend, and he's a really good man, and you can trust him. He'll make sure the Canton police always protect you. I told Walter Moss, worked at the Stark County Prosecutor's Office at the time. He laughed till he cried. Tears. Chuckling. He said, first of all, that agent does not have enough authority to ask you to stay quiet. He's only a higher police officer. It takes a judge and a jury trial. Police know that. It's the First Amendment in the Constitution, right? The freedom of speech. And agents are only higher police officers. They don't have the authority to tell anybody not. They can't say anything. Can't be in a court order. It's illegal for him to even say it. It's illegal for him to bully you into false statements under threats. He said, and Karen, you don't realize you're in one of the many witness protection programs. Informants are different. You stay yourself and you feed them information. The government owes you for risking your life to get them information on these people. You will stay in immunity the rest of your life. And you'll get the money the rest of your life. He can't make up his own rules. He cannot misdirect the money. He cannot withhold it. It is illegal. He said, and you're not only in an informant program, but a threat and an attempt of life case. And you will have to be in protected custody the rest of your life. And you'll get paid the rest of your life. And you'll be in immunity the rest of your life for working this case. The FBI would go to jail if they try to drop you. And if they don't pay you, Department of Justice will put them in jail. And you get he said, until the FBI puts you in another witness protection program, you'll stay an informant for life. Talk to a criminal attorney, same thing. Talk to sheriffs out of this area, same thing. I talked to Grant, has a friend in an FBI office out of state, said the same thing. You were only bullying me. And if I didn't get my money, the only one that could take it is you. See, that's where the cartel is using, where they said they were looking for legal loopholes. You told on me. Or you talked to me. You admitted on a recorded line. You had already met with everyone. Everyone already knew. Laughing at me. That you opened the case to defraud me. And you stole my money. And they want the drug cartel released. That you can't use fraud. So you need to, where the police told some ladies up at Summit Mall, Karen never lied to them. Never once. She called the FBI hotline with threats and attempts on her life. Those people walked into an FBI office and confessed they were trying to kill her. He opened a threat and attempt a life case for an FBI informant. And everything is under legal police surveillance. Everything she said happened, happened. See, they actually think you opened that case to defraud me. And they're going to use that to get the cartel release, where they said, August 4th, 25, they used hypnotic drugs on me. Caused you sleepwalking, metal taste in your mouth, no memory. When they drugged me and told me to say it before. August 5th, 25, as if Agent John didn't know they used hypnotic drugs on her when they drugged her and told her to say it before. That's why she has no memory. He was telling people he knew she was being drugged, beaten, raped before the case started. He even let him torture her. Is he some kind of coward? August 7th, 25, Walmart 62 investigators. They admitted to drugging her and telling her to say it before again. And they used hypnotic drugs on her and she would have no memory. We have them tape recorded, calling Agent John a coward. Well, since then, August 31st, 25, they're talking about it in Summit Mall. That's documented and verified they used hypnotic drugs when they drugged me and told me to say it before. I never had them in my home. I never talked to anybody. How would you like to take a drink out of a Diet Coke in the room, go to Sam Black? How would you like to wake up with marks that look like injection marks, orange, lemon, grapefruit, ice bruises, and the only thing you did is take a shower before you went to bed? All over you. Throwing up, severely infected, and thinking the dirty well water you showered in is giving you cancer and killing you? And no memory. I told you I have 3 weird memories. The sound of footsteps, a white man's arm coming across me with a syringe, the room going dark, and then feeling like my back's being ripped open to my chest, and every cell in my body screaming in agony, and I can't see, I can't breathe. I thought they were nightmares. No, drug cases. Where they said, why are they calling Agent John a coward? They want him found not credible too. And that he opened the case to defraud her. And they want every drug cartel, anybody caught on any bit of surveillance connected to this, released. He opened the case to defraud her. All you have to do is pay me and stand up for me. Every drug cartel dealer stays in jail. Thousands got arrested off this. Thousands. But they actually think you opened the case to defraud me. It's up to you. It's a big legal loophole that you can close off real quick. I like a letter of thank you. I was almost shot in the head driving in the first 2 months. I was drugged till I lost 70 pounds. They induced vomiting until my stomach shifted up underneath my ribs. I was chicken winged, knocked into a wood railing. My rib cage is damaged. I was beaten my stomach so many times by those idiots that when the doctor did a CAT scan of my stomach, extreme large pouching in my intestines, only caused by being repeatedly hit in your stomach hard. They almost ruptured my intestines. I was stabbed in the neck, bashed in the back of the head, beat, raped, and left for dead 12/21/18. It should have killed me. I got a dent the size of a ball-peen hammer in the back of my head. They said it should have killed me. I stutter now. I got fast-growing cataracts over my eyes. I'll have to have them removed in a few years or I'll go blind. Caused by the pressure changing in my head. I was human trafficked, raped repeatedly by strangers. I was raped and tortured July to September 19 by a fake FBI agent. They sold videos of it to children as young as 5. Do you know I've probably had 60 to 90 people say something about seeing that rape and torture and who was in there? Faith Family Church, they sold it to them, and they screamed at him. And to find out that guy that's a fake FBI agent that did it works for that office. The people that were impersonating Portage County Sheriffs works for that office. September 18th, 25, Walmart West House. Investigators was that office down in that courthouse. September 10th, 25, Tuscarawas County Courthouse. Lying on her. It's not funny their men were telling people they were the Portage County Sheriffs. Then September 20th, 25, up in Summit Mall. Girls are walking around. It's that office where she had that panic attack where she heard that guy's voice outside her apartment. They said it was a guy that tortured her. He still watches her, trying to make sure no one helps her. He just works for that office, and it's not funny. He's telling people he's FBI. The people behind all this was in the Tuscarawas County Courthouse, bad-mouthing me, lying, trying to get your case thrown out. It is illegal for a prosecutor's office, police, anyone to insult an FBI informant, because the integrity of the case has to be above everything. Because when you call the informant a liar, it makes the case fraud. It's obstruction to justice, tampering with a witness, tampering with evidence, and aiding and abetting crimes. All you have to do is stand up for me and pay me. Otherwise, like they said, that agent told on her before he talked to her. That's a big legal loophole. Oh, he didn't have the authority to ask her to stay quiet. He's only a police officer. He didn't pay her. Then he defrauded her. Well, where they said, why are they calling Agent John a coward? They want the whole cartel released. It's a legal loophole, and they actually think you opened it to defraud me. It's up to you.